Like I said, my name is Karina. I'm especially excited to be here tonight because until 1 month ago, I was the box office and promotions manager here at the Opera House, at which point in time I left for permanent maternity leave for baby number 3 here. And I wasn't initially going to participate in this event, even though I was doing the promotion for it, but I realized after her birth that participating meant I could both say a really truly heartfelt thanks to some pretty amazing people, but also simultaneously get a chance to embarrass the pants off of my former boss here at the Opera House. So it's a win-win, at least for me. So here goes. I'm here tonight to tell you the story of Stella Rose, the almost Opera House baby. So my previous 2 children were born 2 and 3 weeks late as planned home deliveries. So I decided, you know what, if I schedule my last day of work at the Opera House for 1 week prior to my due date, I'll be all set, right? No problem. Planned my last day, hired a very capable replacement in the form of Dagny Ernest, who many of you may know as the standing right in the back there, waving her arms at you, as a longtime A&E editor for all of our local papers here. So as planned, Dagny comes into work to begin her training. On April 3rd, Dagny's second day at work, I realized, you know what? I kind of got a lot of, I don't know, stuff going on down here. There's a lot of downward pressure, there's maybe some movement, there's like stuff going on down there, but you know what? I don't really pay much attention to it. These things happen, right? You know, I'm a tough cookie. I've done this before, no big deal. But then it starts getting worse. And I realize, you know what, this might be kind of important. So, Dagny, let's wrap up, and I think I'm gonna go home. And Dave says, you know what, we should drive you home. I said, no, I'm fine, really, just. Finally I gave in, thankfully, and let Dave and Dagny drive me home and follow along behind me with my car. Now, I should also mention that on this brilliant, wonderful day, I had forgotten my phone. So I had no phone numbers with which to deal with this situation. My husband is at work on the far side of Waldoboro. My other 2 kids are at school at People Place, cooperative preschool, right down the road there. I don't even have my midwife's phone number, right? So I get all my phone numbers off the internet, put them on a Post-it note, jump into Dave's car. Now I'm using Dave's phone, on speakerphone, by the way, because of course it's hooked into the Bluetooth in the car, and we can't turn it off. Hello, Sessa? Yeah, I think I'm having this baby now, so please find someone to bring my children home at the end of the day. Okay, sure, no problem. Like this happens every day. Cool, cucumber, no big deal, yeah, sure, whatever. Call my husband. You need to come home now, I'm having a baby. Okay, I'm leaving work, I'm gonna come home, pick up the car, drive to Camden, get the kids. No, forget the damn kids, come home, now. Now my wonderful midwife, who's seen me through the previous 2 pregnancies and births, she's all the way down in Bath. She can't get to my house for 45 minutes. She asks, do you want to turn around and go to the hospital, or do you want me to call Hope, the assistant midwife? I realize things are getting serious when I find myself screaming, call Hope! I've had 2 home births, and I'll be damned if I'm going to a hospital, right? No way. Takes 25 minutes to get from the Opera House to my house. You see where this is going, right? Finally we get there. And I run up to my bathroom. There's no kids here, right? It's a little mom PG here. Okay. My water immediately breaks. Dave is on the phone with the midwife, who's walking him through what to do when the baby arrives. You need to get some towels. You need to get some blankets. You need to make sure the house is warm. Keep Karina warm. She has to be in a low spot. Cool as a cucumber. Like he's done this a million times before. By the way, Dave has no kids. Neither does Dagny. Ripping off my clothes, I make a flying leap onto my bed, which is now, of course, soaked with all the wonderful, brilliant, gooey things that happen during childbirth. My trainee, Dagny, arrives at my house with my car. I am now having this baby. I am lying half naked on my bed, pushing, with the 2 of them on either side of me. The midwife entire birth kit is in the closet. In between pushes, I say, all right, there's a bucket with some trash bags in the closet. Get it, set it up, put it by the bed. They do it. After the next round of pushing, this is no time to mince words, folks. This is no time to be embarrassed. I look them right in the eye and I say, you know what? I'm about to start pooping all over the place, just so you know. These things happen, right? This is what happens when you're in labor and you have a baby. They have no idea. Dagny says, I'm on it. And she magically produces a roll of toilet paper that was in my closet, home birth kit, and starts wiping my backside. Her second day at work. At this point in time, I'm thinking internally, all right, now I'm not sure if the next thing that's coming out is the head or more poop. But I don't say this. Right about then, Hope, the assistant midwife, who by the way was in Rockland running personal errands with her son, arrived with nothing but a pair of gloves and a Doppler. Hope arrives, and Dave manages to gracefully make his exit out of the room. Finally, my husband arrives, and 10 minutes later, the baby arrives. Dave and Dagny, having safely seen through the delivery of this baby, returned to work at the Camden Opera House an hour and a half after having left. Well, that's done off my to-do list for today. When they arrived, when they came to check up on me 2 days later, and we compared timelines and realized that it had been exactly 50 minutes from the time that we left the Opera House until her recorded delivery time. Keeping in mind that it takes 25 minutes to drive from here to my house in Union. So I guess the moral of the story is that while I don't recommend planning to go into labor and delivering your baby at the Camden Opera House, there are worse places you could be. And I would like to just give a huge thank you and a hats off to the Camden Opera House and to Stella and the speedy delivery and the almost Opera House baby.